What's going on, guys? It's that time of year. We're gonna start winterizing the skis. So we got them off the trailer. I was gonna show you guys the trailer and where we put the skis, and then in a couple weeks I'll show you a video of us winterizing the Kawasaki. We already got the Superjets tucked in for the winter, so I'll go ahead and get started. So here's the Jetski trailer. You can see we put this grip tape on here so when we step on it, it's not slippery. Get that from Harbor Freight. Then we have our triangle box, gas cans. We took them out so they don't get hit with the sun. Put a little plastic sheet over our winch. And then here's the bunks that we made. I wanted to make this video to kind of show you a better idea of what it looks like. You can see we put these holes in here for draining, a little bit better draining when we're coming up the ramp after we drop the skis off or load them up. And then you can see here on the other side it's not like that, and this is because on the setup that we did with the Superjets, this is where it was, and we had to move this bunk over some for the Kawasaki, and that's why there's that hole there. And then we have the ears at the end for mounting, tying up the back of the ski. We put this bed liner on the inside here just in case if it did bump it, it'd be a little bit less aggressive on there against the skis. This is how the front of our assembly here we made attaches. It's through bolted in the front and the back. Same with everything else. Everything's through bolted on this trailer. And then mounted on that side. And this is just for looks, this diamond plate. We thought it looked nice, looked good with the trailer, so we just topped that on there. But really, you just really need this piece of wood right here. And then you can see on the other side, same thing. Got those holes for draining. And also, I want to mention, since this is treated wood, we learned this the hard way. Treated wood cannot be screwed directly into aluminum because the chemicals in the treated wood will actually corrode aluminum. So what we did was we put a little rubber underneath these points to give it that space so it doesn't corrode the aluminum and eventually eat through the trailer. So that was a big key factor in our building design that we had to fix starting off, but everything went smooth after that. You can see it's holding up just fine, but that is something to know if you are screwing into aluminum trailers. Better be sure to give you some space or not use treated wood. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, so here's the setup on the trailer. We just keep it back here. Now let's go show you what the skis are looking like and where they're at. All right, we're in the garage, and this is the Kawasaki. Just wanted to show you guys this neat cart that me and my dad made. It makes it awesome for transporting. And also we store this one, we're gonna store this one on this cart, and we're gonna wheel it over to here, and you can see these straps that we have hanging down are purposely there so when we push it up against the wall, it doesn't hit or rub against the wall, messing up this. And also this cart was designed specifically for removing the jet skis off the trailer. So this is the exact height of the trailer bunks. So it's a smooth transition. When you pull the ski off of the trailer, it slides directly onto this. So there's no lifting or anything. It works out really great. And these bigger wheels make it a lot easier for wheeling around. You may also wonder what these are. These are just tie downs. So it makes it a little bit easier if you're like uneven terrain, like in a backyard or something. You can tie down the front end or over top of the ski so it doesn't want to get sliding back and forth or forward and back, because that will happen if you don't pay attention. And it's also at like perfect level for working on the ski, depending on what you're doing. For example, I'll be doing ceramic coating on this ski in the upcoming months, so I'll have a video of that. But this would be the perfect level to work on the ski while polish it and do all the paint correction, prep it for the ceramic coating. But also, one thing I never mentioned on previous videos, a lot of people have, or pretty much everybody, I would imagine, has this problem. So when you're getting on your ski, you got the factory mat, you haven't upgraded the mat, and you're climbing onto the ski, you know, you got your elbow here. Well, it's not very comfortable because it's this bare fiberglass right here. So what we did is we had some extra mat, and what we did was we cut it out to this size here, and we used some glue and we glued these on, and they've stayed really well. This was like one of the first things we did, and it's a necessity because your elbows would be it's just so uncomfortable to have your elbows on this hard fiberglass. These pads make it really nice for climbing onto the ski and getting up. So that's just something I wanted to note. We also put these pads on, so the handle pull is a little bit higher, so it makes it a little bit more comfortable and easier to get up. And this Blosian spring tensioner just raises the spring up a little bit, gives it more tension, making the handle pull a little bit lighter. Oh, and one final thing is we saw on the Superjets they're flush, and on a factory Kawasaki the exhaust flap kind of comes down a little bit. You'll notice on a factory one. So we just wanted to see if it would make a little bit more noise. It maybe a little bit. But yeah, here's the ski. Now you might be asking, Matt, where are the Superjets? Well, let me go show you. All right. Boom. We tucked the skis in for the winter. We took all the gas out, so everything's safe. And we wheel them in with that wheeled cart that I showed the Kawasaki's on. Wheel them in here and put them on our bunks. Just little tiny bunks that we use at the beach and stuff, or at the lake. And we just keep them in here over the winter. So yeah, we just drain the gas out, bring them in, fog them up, so they're winterized. And then you can see we got the chargers all set up, ready to go whenever we decide to charge them. And they'll be nice and warm in the house over the winter. Pretty cool. Excuse the other stuff in this room, but this is the other cart that we made. We made it out of these like icy machines. They come on these crates or on these metal frames. So we attach the two frames together, put this wood on the bottom to make it flat so we can like set stuff on there if we're working on something. Put the wheels on it and attach these L brackets to the metal frame and put our pieces on. You can see They work great. It's a little bit higher, so if you are like doing big engine work or putting a factory pipe on, that was awesome using this cart. But also want to just throw this in here because yeah, it is a nice cart. We do use it a lot. But we chose to use the other cart because it's a little bit more sturdy if we're moving it around more over the winter time. But this, for stationary use and for flat terrain, this is just perfectly fine. But a neat little cart if you want to get creative and design something like that. I thought it was worthy of sharing. But yeah, so under here, see if I can get my hand under there and kind of fish it out. Yeah, there we go. So you can see it's got this thin piece of wood, and then we have these 2x4s. I don't know why we spray painted them, just because, but that's where the bolts for the wheels, or I'm sorry, the bolts for the wheel go right there, and then that's all hidden. Looks a lot prettier. Looks a lot prettier with that covering it up. Well, we're back in the garage, but that's as far as I've gotten this week. A couple, maybe not this weekend, but next weekend I'll be working on winterizing this ski. And I got a cool process that me and my dad rigged up for changing the oil in it. So I'll show you that, and then I'll show you how to winterize the ski. And stay tuned for that and more. But thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.